my gosh, and even the chicken got inside. How did the chickens get inside? I've got escapees. I forgot that. What are you doing out here, Portobello? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna have to try to get Portobello back in the house. This is no, 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 no. You don't need to be out here with no, no, go, no. Escaping villagers. This isn't good. Okay, well, hello everybody, and welcome back to the weekly rambles, aka my adventures in Timeshot. It seems that like half my villagers have just escaped out the front doors to stare at my pigs. Oh my gosh, you guys. Here, go this way. No, turkey tail. I wish I had like some sort of little like, can I stick a lead on your nose and like drag you back to your house where it's safe? All right, no, go this way, go this way. Good Portobello, good Portobello. Keep going, keep going, keep going. All right, come on, Portobello, come on, come on. All right. Nope, we're almost there. Don't you move. Don't you move on me. All right, there's that. Inside, inside. No, 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 no. Oh, new villager. You were asking for trouble there. All right, where'd my little one go? Oh dear, how did I lose a villager? There's two! How are there two loose over? Button! Turkey tail, how are you guys over here? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna have to push them. I have an idea. We're gonna push them over here. I'm making a little trap zone. So here's my oh, why is there one? Button, where'd turkey tail go? Alright, trap zone, trap zone. Alright, trap zone completed. Alright, and you can't get out, but I can push things in. Where did turkey tail go? Oh my gosh. Turkey tail, there you are. Oh my goodness. Okay. The last thing I need is to lose my precious villagers. Out of everything in the years of being on Timeshot, well, like year and a half, I think. I wonder how long I've been on Timeshot. It's been a long, long time. But in all the time I've been on Timeshot, the most important thing to me has always been my villagers. And I don't want to lose them. And here they are, like, running out my front door because I forgot they were in there. All right, come on, turkey tail. Now you can come inside. All right, and get out of my house, chicken. All right, then we're going to come over here. And I'm going to push Button back in. And you go, Button. No, no, chicken. Dang it, chicken. They're like, the chickens sense freedom. They sense freedom, and they want... Okay, now, Button, either... Come on, in or out, Button. You're like a cat. These villagers are like cats. They don't know where they want to be. Oh, really? Really? Well, you could just stay out there then. Alright, and then turkey tail came out. Good. And the chicken got out again. How the heck are they doing that? Alright, now I need to go fix that side. But yes, hello everyone! As I said before, welcome back to the rambles. That is my my Timeshot series here on the Timeshot server, where we've got Poet and Win and Mara and Huck and Asia. So like, you know, a lot of the people who have been in our zoo crafting server as well. And that's actually, this is where they've come from, is our friends. We made friends with them here and invited them into the zoo crafting world from there. And then let's see, who else? I don't think anybody else. Nirne is like not on Timeshot, but you know, like Fultron and Edson, who I actually need to go visit Edson's house. That's on our list of things to do. But there's lots and lots of people here. And they've all made big, giant, beautiful builds and amazing machinery things. And then I'm over here with my villagers. But you know what? They're what matter to me. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's why. Okay, no, I need to get them out of the house now. But yeah, good morning. So it is bright and... No, Chanterelle. You of all villagers know that you can't leave. You are my precious little emerald giver. You must stay here. And we have a new precious little emerald giver, who I need to name. Alright, yeah, you two, get out of my house, Meadow Mellow Wax. Come on, you guys are safer, far safer, in the villager yard. But yeah, it is bright and early in the morning right now, and I have made some nice warm tea to enjoy. There we go. Alright, I'm going to put a little fence over here for a minute. Looks like Inkcap is having a very serious conversation with this chicken. But yeah, I made some nice tea to enjoy, and I've been sitting down, and what I normally do to start my day is make a huge to-do list, and it's usually bigger than I actually can like get accomplished for the day. So I will admit, at the end of the day, when you're staring at a to-do list with like 3 out of 50 items checked off, it can deflate your spirits a little bit. So don't make to-do lists that big, you guys. If you're gonna do a to-do list, don't overdo it the way Seri tends to do. But yeah, I make my little to-do list, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited because huge progress. There we go. Huge progress has been made on the project of being able to get that role-playing series up and going, and that's actually related to what I kind of wanted to talk about today. Okay, we're having a chicken of the woods. Are you like the leader of the chickens? Was that like a chicken sumo wrestling little thing I saw right there? I'm not sure. All right, I'm gonna put some of this stuff away, and we might go poke at our mines for just a moment, just to see what's down there, or maybe gather up some wood. I'm gonna have to figure it out. We'll look around. We'll figure out something to do. Don't you worry. But yeah, what I wanted to talk about today was actually one of you guys has left me more questions because you remembered that this is the series to like ask all those questions on and be like, Seri, what's your opinion on life? And there's some really serious ones like, you know, talking about, there's been some really serious questions that I'm still researching how to answer. For example, talking about the dolphin slaughter in Japan, which Amber, a wonderful community member named Amber, has been really helping me learn a lot more about that. And one day I want to talk about that, but I don't feel like I'm well educated enough in it. But we recently had someone ask me, Seri, I'm starting a YouTube channel, but I'm not sure, like this is kind of weird. Am I being interesting? Are people going to enjoy it? I mostly want to make it like so that a younger audience, but not too young, not like little kids, but you know, they're welcome too. How do I do this? And that kind of struck a chord with me because I've been so busy thinking about those same things. And I promise you guys, it's not like there's a guide out there. It's not like there's some like, and if someone says they have a guide out there, I don't know, maybe they do, but I would be more leery-eyed at that than anything else. But yeah, it's not like there's a guide just ouch, cactus, why did I not even pick you up in time? Dang it. But it's not like there's just a guide sitting out for like how to be YouTuber. It really is trial and error and paying attention to what you like. And that's what I always try to recommend people do when they ask me how do I YouTube. I always try to tell people, well, what do you like about the YouTubers you watch? Don't copy them, but you can learn a lot about how to like have fun and how to feel like you're actually making progress and feel like basically don't look at the numbers. That's one of the biggest things because people will always have bigger numbers and smaller numbers than you. There's no point in looking at the numbers for validation. Where you want to feel like you're doing a good job as any kind of content creator. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited this morning. Mostly because I'm getting so much done on the role-playing series, finally. Oh, I've been working hours and hours and hours every day on it. But, you know, that's true for anything you make. Like when I wanted to be an author, I really wanted to be an author, a fantasy writer when I was younger. And I used to write like all these stories and I would have all these big ideas. And I always had notebooks that I was scribbling in during class. I was one of those students who... I don't want to say this the wrong way, but like I know I'm pretty intelligent, and so I could grasp most of the lessons pretty quickly. And you know, in public schools, you have to move a little bit slower for the whole class if you're the teacher. So I would get bored, and I would pull out my notebook, and I would just, where some people draw, I would write, and I would come up with these big giant ideas, and I would come up with like, you know, fantasy worlds, and I would come up with like the currency systems and the different time systems and the festivals and the different religious systems that the little fantasy world would have. And I loved it. And I really wanted to be a writer. And so I took the creative writing classes. I really should build a bridge over here too, by the way. But I took the creative writing classes, and part of the creative writing course in high school was that you had to submit your work for publication. And that meant that you got rejection letters like coming out the ears. I don't think anyone in our class got accepted to anything more than like I think it was just like poetry stuff. And poetry is really hard to get accepted into in all of the little literary magazines because there's a ton of it constantly going towards those magazines, and so it's really easy for people to be like, okay, we've got like 7,000 applications for this one page. So, you know, props to the people who got published, but like the whole point of why he made us do that was because he wanted us to taste rejection. And if taste rejection for like your creative work, for the thing that you poured your heart and soul into, you put all your skills into it, or so you hoped, and it still turned out kind of pedunky, and nobody wanted to read it, nobody wanted to publish it, nobody wanted to even give you more than the generic like thank you for your publication, we're not interested in it in this time, rejection letter. And when I was in high school, it felt like I had the most sadistic teacher ever. I thought he was like so mean. And it was like, I know that this happens, but do you really have to like teach us this way? It just felt like he was such a meanie pants. It really did. And maybe he was, looking back, maybe he was a little bit of a meaner professor. Well, he wasn't even a professor. He was my high school teacher, so he wasn't a professor, and I think that got under his skin a little bit. He was an interesting man, kind of projected some of his personal issues quite often. Ooh, I need to make a lot of paper. We'll make some paper in just a second. But yeah, looking back, I think there was a lot of value in having had to learn so thoroughly at that age what it was like just to have your stuff constantly and so thoroughly rejected. Because when you come to YouTube, you work so hard, and like especially when you first start off, but you work so hard and you're so proud of what you've done, and then nobody watches your videos. And that's because this is like, think of how many videos are out there on YouTube. Hundreds of years of content are uploaded every day. And I like when I look at my analytics and like you read the little details for how many minutes were watched today on your channel, and then like you mouse over it, it's like 13 years and 5 months and 3 days worth of content has been watched today on your channel. It's like 13 years worth of content just on my channel. So just imagine how huge like YouTube is, and you're trying to stand out in that. And if you're looking at the numbers, you're always going to feel bad. And I'll admit, even I feel bad sometimes, because this is supposed to be my full-time job now, and I am a hard worker. And you look down and you're so proud, and you know you should be proud, and you're so happy with the community that you've built and how big it is. And then you see other people who it looks like they didn't even try. You know what I mean? It looks like they didn't even put any effort in, and their numbers are through the roof. And that's just the luck of the draw. That's the whims of analytics. That's the whims of searches. That's the nature of like a culture that's okay with something that's not as polished if it entertains them for a few minutes. And it's nothing, there's no like sense of justice that has been wronged when someone becomes super popular over something that took no effort versus someone who poured their heart and soul into something gets no attention. There's no sense of right or wrong in that whatsoever. And that's kind of one of the dangers with content creation. And so just remember that, because you don't want to tie up your worth in your numbers, because there's nothing, almost absolutely nothing connecting those two things. So that's what I see a lot, is like a lot of my friends, some of whom have like had channels longer than I have, and then they deleted those channels because they were so frustrated with never getting any views, and they would like pour all of their extra money into great sound equipment and new stuff, and then no one would watch, and year after year like their numbers just never went up. And they took it so personally, as such a personal sign of failure, that they like rage quit the internet and like deleted all of their work, all of their hard-earned stuff they didn't even leave up for themselves to enjoy. And so that's what I think is the most important thing when you're doing a YouTube channel, person who asked me, is that if you're wondering about the quality of your content, if you're wondering about your satisfaction with your channel, try to think what you would enjoy the most, which is exactly why we're farming right now. Maybe not all of you enjoy that, but in the long run, it's better for me to do something that I really enjoy. And I'm just walking around rambling and farming, because it's me who has to wake up every single day. I haven't taken a day off unless I'm miserably sick pretty much since I started the channel, and when I went on that vacation with my parents. Like those were the only times when I took a day off. So like required situations, but every single day, like with this particular lifestyle, at least the way I live it, you wake up and you have to work. And some days will be amazing and some days will be hard. It's just like anything else. Anything else you want to be good at. Like when I lost a ton of weight, like pounds and pounds and pounds of weight, I woke up every single morning and some days and went on a walk. You know, just went on my little 2-mile walk in the morning, 2-mile walk in the evening. And then I would start running sometimes, and some days I didn't run, and some days I was so happy to be out there, and it felt like peace and harmony and wonderful things were in the world, and, you know, I was really happy to be, like, trying to better my health and go on my walks, and, oh, look at the pretty flowers. And other days it was like, oh, that dog. Why is that dog there? That dog's not even cute. Oh, why am I walking? My shoes. I don't even look that good. Like, other days were miserable. And that's how it is with everything in life. So it's not just YouTube. It's not just when you make content. But honestly, like, I know not everybody lives like this, and not everybody has to have this kind of work policy for anything they do. But I do much better when every single day something is part of my routine and habit, be it like going on those walks. I am one of those people who does much better if I'm like, nope, my 2-mile morning walk is not something I will ever skip. If I'm on vacation, if I can physically get out of bed, I will not skip this. I treat work like that, and it helps a lot. But imagine if you woke up like that every single day, and every single day the first thing you looked at on your channel were your analytics, which show you how many people have been watching your videos, how many minutes have been watched, any estimated income you may have earned for that. And if that was the thing that you focused on first and foremost every single day, there's no way you're going to be able to not tie your worth up into that and just totally sabotage yourself. I can't think of a faster way to self-sabotage your sense of creativity and content creation than that. And it's the same as, like, again, when I was trying to lose a ton of weight. And when the first thing you get up in the morning, if the first thing you do is like jump on the scale and you're like, why has it not shifted 1,800 million pounds since yesterday? And if that's the very first thing you're doing every day, you're going to be miserable. You're not going to be able to get on your routine. You're not going to be able to focus. You're not going to be able to just try to embrace like where you are, or go, okay, well, that's not what I wanted to see this morning, but I'm going to go ahead and jump on like my routine. If you can hold on to making your routines happy and healthy and good for you and progressive, then you'll get so much further than if you're looking at the results. It's the journey. It honestly is a journey in anything. And actually that works in relationships, but that's a whole other kettle of fish. But that's just like an FYI. Hello, Portobello. Can I bring you anything? No, Chanterelle? Oh, it's the new little farmer. New little farmer, you want something? Oh, I've got some wheat for you. Hello, darling. I love feeding my newbies. Oh my goodness. Okay, oh, that's all the wheat you want. Well, now I have some potatoes. There you go. Lots and lots of potatoes for you. So many potatoes. All right, he's done with the potatoes. Now he wants some carrots, or some pumpkins, or some watermelon, which I still haven't started to grow. Oh, who's a good villager? Here, I'm gonna get a cake from you. We'll celebrate with a cake. I love my little Emerald Farm villagers. Ooh, and then we're gonna do this, and I'm gonna eat the cake. And he's so happy. All right, and was it you, my friend? Paper! I have got so much paper right now. But yeah, so there's that. But then I thought it was very cool that one of the other questions that was asked was, how do I like address my audience? How do I make sure this isn't boring? Well, I rambled. I tend to do that terribly in this series, but like I said, do what makes you happy. And people pick up on enthusiasm and excitement. Power 2. We'll have to unlock your little trait, huh? Chanterelle, there you are. So, but yeah, do what makes you happy, because you're gonna, if you really want to make a channel, at least the way I do, where you want to see if it can give you some results of some kind, you're going to be doing it every single day. You really are. You're going to have to be there every single day making the results show up. So do something that makes you happy and excited. Because when someone gets clicks on like your video, maybe they're just there because they want to kind of get their like daily dose of someone to listen to keep them company. But most likely, even in that case, even if they're not really paying full attention, they still want to hear you be happy. And like there's games that I'm not personally into that I'll watch people let's play because they're so excited. And that's infectious. And it's like, it could be the most pedunky little silly app game in the world. And if someone is like falling all over themselves with excitement, being like, look at my little clicker dragon, I've clicked on it 2,000,005 times, and yay, it's finally hatching, and they're just like super enthralled and happy and excited, then that really is quite infectious, and I'm gonna pick up on it, and I'm gonna want to stick around and see why on earth you're into your little clicker dragon. And if it's not my kind of game, I may not stay the whole time, I may not come back and look at it again, but I'll think favorably of you. And so there's that. And then as far as appealing to an audience, don't do the thing. At least these are all my personal opinions, by the way. So, you know, if you find success in doing the opposite of everything I say, power to you. But don't do the thing where you try to like pick up on all the new kids slang. Like you try to learn how to be a teenager or something, and you're just like using all of the slang, Mr. Chicken. Like, oh my, like chicken, you're my little bae. Like, if you really don't use those things in your daily words, like you're my bae 5-ever chicken. If I don't talk like that, and you guys know it. And so it's gonna be like, Seri, what are you doing? It's gonna sound awkward. It's gonna sound forced. It's gonna sound like you're just trying to fit in with the cool crowd, and you're totally not. Oh, there's a beautiful sunset. So, like, just be yourself, because even if you can kind of put on a front for a while, people will pick up on that. And there's a difference between watching TV and then watching YouTube. And I think one of the biggest differences between TV and YouTube is that people have a sense of personal connection when they're watching a YouTuber. And I know I feel that too. I was just watching up on Atmal because everybody was like, watch her stuff for the roleplay series. And I was like, who? I think I saw she did Pixelmon. Oh, it's a baby! Baby, where are you going? I'll try to let you in here. Follow me. Here, I need seeds. Seeds! I'm gonna have the little baby follow me. Okay, there you go. Come here. Come here. Yeah, follow me. I'll take you to the other chickens. Yeah, come this way. Oh yeah. Come this way. Don't let the villagers out. No, get inside. Get inside. Baby chick! Baby chick, why? Well, you got close enough. Maybe I can push you in. Oh, there we go. With the other chickens. But yeah, if you, like I was watching Aphmau, and she's huge now. I remember last time I looked at her before you guys all told me desperately, very loudly, to like watch her stuff to see how she does role playing to get an idea of like how it can be done in Minecraft. And I fell in love with her series, by the way. But like the last time I saw her, she was at 45,000 subs. And now she's at last night, if I glanced at it right, you know, 800,000. That's huge! She's huge now, but the thing is, you still have such a personal connection. 800,000 people watch her, but you still have such a personal connection because, you know, it's just her voice. It's just you and her voice and her stories for hours, like while you're watching videos with her. You know what I mean? And that's the special connection people have with YouTubers. So when you, at least in my opinion, so then when you get across, and you get to the people who are going to be like, who act really, really fake, it's, I don't feel like it's sustainable because you just feel it feels skeezy, you know? It's like, yeah, I know you could make a living off this. I know that's really cool. Thanks for trying. But I'm not, at least personally, I don't really, like, the story's great. But I like to watch people also because, you know, I'm in my house alone all day. Other than Darling. Like, Darling and I both work from home. But, you know, I'm in my, no, sheep, and why? There's too many sheep. Too many sheep. Maybe it's okay to let one escape. He can, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna, like, run around. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But yeah, I'm in my house alone all day, except, like, Darling's here all day too, and I have the birds and the geckos, don't get me wrong, and then all the wild birds on my deck, which I love watching all day. But, you know, it's nice to have someone else's voice to listen to. Darling's in his office, I'm over in my little office corner, and it's so nice to have someone else's voice to listen to and to keep you company. And if I felt like that person was just putting on a persona because they wanted me to think that they're cool and they wanted me to like think that, like make them popular. After a while, even if their content was really good, I would feel kind of tired because I wouldn't like I am more interested in people who have flaws and people who can be like, they can get so embarrassed because they did something super silly, than people who, oh my gosh, there's like no grass, no wonder there's no more wool. Then people who are gonna just like I said, put on a persona because they want people to like them. And after a while, you can really sniff those people out, and you can tell there's not really that unique connection. Okay, there goes another free range. You're free range now. There's not really that amazing and unique connection that you can get with YouTubers, with people who just put it on like that. And if they find success doing that, then like I said, power to them. I'm not trying to really cast judgment. That's just my way of liking to watch people. So, and I've seen it be not successful for other people who I have worked with or seen in the past, who pretend to be someone they're not just because they want clicks and views. So don't do that either. You're gonna burn out. You're not gonna have a good time. You're not gonna really make an environment where other people have a good time. And that's kind of the best rule of thumb I can think of, is try to make an environment where people feel like they can have a good time. And it's really awkward if you're like me and you're a total introvert, because that sounds like hosting a party or something. But just like, if I was talking with my friends, could I share this excitement with them? Would they be like, you know what I mean? And it would be like, am I so excited and so happy about what I'm doing that it would be infectious for my friends? Think on that level. And I think you'll be very successful in what you do. Not only because people will enjoy seeing what you do, but if you're being so excited that, you think if your friends were like right there with you, they would get like, it would be infectious and they would get super excited too, then you're probably having a good time. And then even if like no one but yourself watches those videos, hopefully the excitement that you imbued into that video will be infectious for you. I've actually gone back and rewatched some of my content to cheer me up now and then. Not to like pat myself on the back or to rub my ego, but because I produce the stuff I want to see. I want to see stuff about farming and animals, and I want to see excitement about the natural world and the environment, and I want to learn something new about animals, and I put that into my videos, and it cheers me up when I record them, and it cheers me up when I watch them later, because it's what I wanted to see. Make what you want to see, make what you love, and then even if you're the only one who ever looked at it, then you'll be happy. And if back off, Pigoos, back off. And that's really I think the most important thing for the content creation when you're talking about just doing it as a hobby, doing it for fun. Now, if you guys want me to talk about doing it more professionally and my very like newbie opinions on that, I can talk about that at some point in the future too, because that's a little bit of a different ball game, involving spending money to invest on better quality like materials, involving making sure that your thumbnails are really good, making sure that your search engine stuff is really good. And like I said, there's no guide, there's no like how-to that you can find and read, and it'll tell you how to do all these things. This is just stuff I've learned through experience over a very long period of time. All right, let me just go ahead and we're gonna get more carrots started, because the carrots in Worley's garden, we're ready to go. But yeah, we can talk about that another time if you guys are interested, like if you really want to know about those things. But keep in mind, I know a lot of you guys are like, no, Seri, you're a gigantic channel. And again, I'm so thankful, immensely, deeply thankful and grateful for every single person that we have in our community. But I'm still a baby channel, so maybe I don't know all the answers. Maybe I have it totally wrong. Maybe I'm just completely being pedunky in all of my advice and it's totally wrong and I have led you guys astray. I don't know. So don't let me lead you guys astray if like doing other things is truly the key to success. But to me, and especially, and you guys know from previous talks how important it is to me that I do make a living on anything I do, and I do very well in it because I have my parents to think of, and I have my brothers and my sister, and I have family who needs me to be able to earn a living and to be able to help them. I have those responsibilities. So yes, I do take the money side of things on YouTube very seriously, and it doesn't make a ton, especially not when you start splitting it amongst like all of my obligations, but it's the best source of income I have available to me right this minute, compared to my set of skills, where I live, how much I could potentially have an earning value, working in other fields, and for especially acknowledging the difficult situation of my health always being a little bit questionable. So, you know, there's that, and yes, that's why I do take the money side of YouTube very seriously as well, because if you're going to make a living out of it, you have to. But as serious as I take those things, and this is largely Darling's influence, if there's not joy in what you do in my daily life, then it's not worth the expense of my life energy going into something, not forever. Like I mentioned before, doing jobs that you really hate and that made you miserable for a time so you could give yourself opportunities to do the jobs you love or the work you love is very important. But don't, you know, you know where I'm going with that, or at least I hope you do. I'm trying to say, don't do something you hate just to like earn the money, even if you learn like the clickbaity stuff, even if you learn that kind of stuff. Because if you can't turn around and be proud of what you've made, then that'll catch up with you eventually, I think. I really think that. But there's that. I probably rambled again in a way that made absolutely no sense, but I expanded my carrot farm, and that made me happy, and it's very freeing and fun to be able just to talk to you guys like this. I'm trying to think, any other questions? Not really. I'm just so excited, you guys. The role-playing series is coming along fantastic. I really should do an update video today. I really should. Oh, and that's the one other thing I was going to say, is that this is a unique opportunity. Anytime you create something, anytime you not only create something, but anytime you share a relationship with someone, you say hello, you smile at them, you make eye contact in the street, you have the opportunity to pass on emotional energy, in my opinion. You do. That's just like an exchange that humans are able to do. And if you're able to make content that you imbue good emotional energy into, happiness, joy, hope, excitement, eagerness, curiosity, if you can make content that imbues those things into them, then people who come and watch it later, they're gonna pick up on that spark, and it might light those emotions inside of them. So just remember that whenever you make anything, a poem, a book, a cake, a YouTube video, whatever it is, a smile even, whatever you make and share with someone, remember that you have a very unique and powerful opportunity to share the emotions that you can put into that creation with other people. So just keep that in mind, because I feel like if more people remembered that, then they might take a little more care in what they make and what they do and what they say. And yeah, that's why I love what I do, because I want to share and pass on my curiosity and passion and energy with you guys. And from what I can tell, I've been successful at that, and that means the world to me, and then I can be proud about it. And that's what I mean. So I'm proud about it, instead of doing something where it's like, look at my boobies or something, clickbait sort of stuff. You know what I mean? And then you make lots of money, but then I can't look back on that and be proud. And I don't even want to get in the conversation of look at your boobies and being proud of them. That's a whole nother kettle of fish. You know what I mean? Personally, I'm more proud for trying to imbue curiosity in people instead of other kinds of emotions. And if you're proud about those other kinds of emotions, I'm not shaming you, so power to you. Like I said, if taking this, whatever I ramble about, and doing the exact opposite gives you guys, like, success, power to you guys. But there you go. Enough rambles. It's time for bed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.